It looks like we are good to go for our first game catch-up.
Yes. Now, a little bit of insight here. VaL and Vityaz, you'll probably recognize they have the same kind of team tag before, so teammates and I can only assume training partners, because every time we've seen them play in tournament, it goes close. But it's also a little bit more unconventional. There's mercies here. There's a little bit of disrespect, which is, you know, banter between friends in game. But the thing is, I can think we're going to have this kind of Sonya versus, which right here, the air banshee dash, and then we have the haircut. So we have this kind of interesting combination. But in open series, they mercy each other all the time. In pro competition, however, you know, the world tour, are they going to be doing the same thing, or are they going to go all business? That's what I'm really curious about.
Well, here's the thing, though, right? Like we also have to address the fact that VaL is currently the reigning champion for this region in pro competition, so already has secured a ton of points. It's going to look to do the exact same thing today, I have no doubt. VaL really is a Sindel specialist. We've seen VaL in many tournaments through last year, and already going into 21 now. Always Sindel, and always just very different variations, very creative with this character. Truly a specialist. On the flip side, Vityaz, you can see there VaL's coach. There's a lot of banter going on between these two players. We've seen a lot of mercies before in tournament. There's definitely a lot of kind of pre-existing knowledge here.
Oh, there will be, and you'll notice VaL has always got this idea of playing a variation with plus, essentially giving himself the variation of Sindel that he likes and changing the piece of utility that he likes the least with something a bit more important to him, in this case, splitting hairs plus, and that's a round, without question. Keep it simple, no need to overcomplicate, forward 2-1, crash out into the fatal blow, all unbreakable, and we're good to go round 1 for VaL. And that's just a threat and danger of that amplified scream. It's such a dangerous tool, Mustard. Always has been.
It's definitely her strongest crushing blow. But, you know, that is the benefit of the crushing blow game. You get it, you know, each one once a match for sure. But if you use it at the right time, you don't really need it more than once. And Sindel was a great example of that. The forward roll. Now, the reverse flawless block. Now, one thing about VaL is very animated on wake up. You know, a lot of wake up buttons, a lot of delay wake up into buttons. A lot of like cheeky options to try and really kind of squeeze that turn back. But Vityaz, okay, with just a raw uppercut. Oh, but the neutral jump. I would definitely wager that neutral jump was specifically to beat a forward 4. Because that forward 4 from Sindel is such an infamous mid in this game. It's safe, it's advancing, it does chip. It moves her back to a good range. And a neutral jump on a hard read can definitely blow it up. We saw Vityaz take, honestly, quite a commanding round on the back of it. And the low crush. Okay, Vityaz moving in, and Sonya. We've seen a fair few times in recent, last month or so. Vityaz really becoming a player to watch. Oh,
there's that crushing blow. We're going to get a little bit of that damage over time, ticking down the
hello.
No crushing blow, but it was still combo.
Yo, he still took 330 damage, yeah, still.
Exactly. You ever try and break a combo and you've pretty much taken a B&B anyway? And that is free damage. No meter to amplify, so saving his skin just a little bit. But here's what I'm thinking. Is the match going to be over at finish him, or is it only going to just begin? Because the
I would definitely wager that we'll find out. We are seeing a mercy in pro competition.
Top 8 pro competition. Are you kidding me? All right, what's it going to be from here?
No, why would we see a return? If this doesn't go well, and as it's looking like it might,
surely
Vityaz return the favor.
All right, try to do it, but the wrong range, perhaps.
Right, no, that was definitely intentional.
Vityaz. No, I'll tell you, Vityaz has the fatal blow. That's the thing. Vityaz has the win condition. Doesn't even need it now. Open the forward 4. VaL. Whoever does the first mercy, really, I think for their own morale, has to win, but can't. I have not
seen the classic.
That brutality before. That's Mortal Kombat 1. What? Why have I never seen that before?
No, the skeleton even falls in the same way. Look, it's the same pose. Man, that's actually really cool. And maybe that's the reason for the mercy the whole time.
What a way to start.
I can only assume, but Vityaz is going to be taking that first game. But the crazy thing about that is Vityaz wasn't the first one to get into finish him.
No.
Like, VaL won that game and then mercied. And we have to remember, you know, and we have to say, even though it's early in this tournament, literally round 1, game 1, mercying does bring the game back from completion. You know, if you mercy in tournament and you come back and you lose the game because you mercied, they survived, they then beat you, the game goes to them. It doesn't matter that you got to finish him first. You know, the competitive ruling is, you mercy, the game is continuing again. It's like you never went to finish him. So in a pro competition, in tournament, we have now found ourselves with quite a backfire, you could say. But we are seeing VaL make a change. This is a very uncharacteristic change, I will say.
No, but I tell you what, going in with a variation called the 1+, taking the Letha Glide and replacing it with the Blaze of Glory. The thing is, a lot of Spawn players out there in custom realm, you know, the ultimate, they actually still play the 1. You know, they consider the 1 to maybe still be his best variation. So I am curious actually to see what VaL has up his sleeve with this Blaze of Glory. Like, what's it going to bring to the table? Maybe shutting down that down 3? We'll see.
Maybe. I imagine we'll find out soon. We have to see. Every time we see VaL and Vityaz play, there's so much prior knowledge that they both have. There must be a reason for it. No, hello.
Against two players that, against two players that play each other as often as these two will, you may see these unorthodox character picks because they maybe play it in casuals. Perhaps VaL does quite well. Who knows? He's not doing particularly well in this game. However, there's that immediate back one coming through, and that is that low kind of parry. I am interested to see whether that blows up the Sonya down 3, because if it does, it will lead to a crushing blow, which is not too shabby for damage.
Oh,
that's the idea.
Oh, yeah, God. Speaking of crushing blows, that's a lot of damage, and the double amp just for good measure, 457 damage, practically half life. Vityaz is starting this off stronger than you can possibly do, I think. Really trying to open up a button here. Big neutral jump, armor break. Yep, there it is. So much damage coming through already in Vityaz. Looking to end this one in record time. We're probably going to see a mercy
not over.
here.
It's not going to be over because there's going to be a mercy, but this is one hell of a comeback to make, even for Spawn. You know, he's got some of the biggest combo damage in the entire game. If we're talking practical alone, but this full screen looking to absorb, not going to quite work out. This Spawn has not quite been able to pull it off, has it? Has the mercy, and then the immediate round win, 2.0. is going to allow Vityaz to move forward in this set still. I mean, he's doing incredibly well so far, and VaL, I do wonder what his next choice could be. Like, is he going to go back to the Spawn? Is he going to go back to Sindel? Like, I don't even know.
I don't really know what to expect, but I would assume we see him go back to the Sindel. This actually is the first time I've ever seen VaL go away from Sindel in tournament. The first time I've ever seen him pick anything else, because VaL has been the kind of player in very recent times. Okay, so Jay, no, we are going to be seeing Emerald Defender plus. So a lot of players, they basically take Emerald Defender and they swap the up boomerang with the Delia's Dance, which I imagine will be the case here. We'll just see that before I finish.
Delia's Dance is becoming such a popular tool with Jay players across the globe. You kind of lose that corner combo potential, but you just gain the annoyance, don't you?
Well, VaL has been the kind of player to, whenever swapping away from Sindel, it's been to a completely different variation, right? It's fundamentally still been the character, but a very different style. But today, this is the first time we've seen just straight up character changing, and it hasn't gone well. The Spawn didn't work out, going straight to the Jade. Jade is definitely a go-to against projectile-heavy characters. Sonya is certainly one of the characters that really needs that ring blast in neutral, so if you can shut it down, I can see it. But that's the thing, the drone drop. That is still one of those like special projectiles.
And a projectile that would be quite important in this situation. Because you're looking to stop that air projectile, right? You get stuck in the air, the drone comes out, splats you, gives you an opportunity to move in again.
Vityaz looking really good here. Has VaL in the corner. Fatal blow is there, so we can see some unbreakable. Oh, went for it. Oh, speaking of which, yeah, that's it. And no breakaway this time. VaL just concedes the round, knows there's no point in breaking. And we actually are on the verge of a 3-0. Is Vityaz going to put the current #1 pro competition for EU East player into losers bracket right at the start of top 8?
I mean, anything
we could definitely see that.
Mates collide. Anything happens when two players that are familiar with each other to this degree clash, because you just never know what's going to happen. In this case, Vityaz having one hell of a day and looking phenomenal. VaL in big trouble. None of these character picks have worked at all so far. That air glaive just to stay up there, but again, having to respect that drone drop. There's that back three. Now, this is what we're talking about. Going into Delia's dance, and that keeping him standing situation, but a lot of potential conversions you do lose going with it. So it's more, as you said, right, it's function. You know, it's all substance.
But that's the important thing, right? It's not about how a move looks, it's about what does it do for you. Delia's dance is like the epitome of that, always has been. Speaking of which, VaL looking good here, has a life lead to work with. Oh, hang on, saying that though, a couple of bad trades.
It's swiftly being taken away, isn't it?
Now it's gone, straight up disappeared now. Vityaz definitely getting the edge in the people game.
I think VaL's not going to have as many opportunities to maybe pull the trigger on that fatal blow. Vityaz already spending it in round 1, so that's going to be maybe a bit of a secret weapon. Not expecting the air rings as well. Drone drop comes out for another time. A good trade.
One bad trade.
Vityaz.
Even chip now.
Do it now. Oh! That's it. That is it. And the mercy. Wait, what am I talking about? This is it. It's not. It's Vityaz. Come on.
Well, this is actually, this could be quite a deal breaker though. This is where we're going from end of the round. Oh no, Unbreakable didn't get it in time. No, that was it. If Vityaz had gotten at least an uppercut from that up 2, would have been done.
I thought the up 2 was, I thought the down 2 was coming. I thought the uppercut was coming off that. Surely it had to be.
I would have assumed that though, but apparently not.
That is, look, when you mercy someone and you don't realize the clock is super low, we've all been there. Anyone that's played someone that you mercy for a laugh, and then the clock goes, oh no, one of those
hang on.
ways.
Yeah, now here's the issue. Vityaz had a set win. This was a mercy on a set win into a timeout. Okay, this is not good. Vityaz still looking good in the round though. But Vityaz cannot afford, oh, there we go. That actually might be enough. Yeah, armor break, not massive damage, but it's something. The good thing about that forward 3 armor break is it does push you a little bit further away, where Sonya can keep you at arm's length. And in dominating fashion, Vityaz takes a clean 3-0, mercies and all, over the current first place EU East champion in VaL. Quite a way to start things off, if I do say so.
Oh, absolutely, without question. Now, we've seen this kind of result before. We've seen these players go head to head. Like I said, 2 teammates. It seems there's a lot of banter between the 2 of them, but familiar with each other, and that's why you probably even saw those character changes the way that you did, because if you play someone enough,